So it just struck me, I haven't made a video about this yet. This is my Cyclonesnipe. Cyclonesnipe for a couple reasons. Obviously it's a Cycloneshock in a Stampede shell with a machined aluminum upper barrel and the Cycloneshock firing elite darts. And on the other side I have an old barrel break ammo holder, because this was intended to be like the ultimate close range, long range CQB blaster. And obviously it's seen its wear and tear because the other priming handle broke off at the first time I used it. But this was my first integration at the same time, so the fact that it looks like this and that I was honored to be featured on blastaway.eu was amazing to me, especially having like no experience in integrations to begin with. So obviously Stampede shell with a Cycloneshock in it. The Stampede shell for the stock was a great idea because I love the Cycloneshock. It needed to feel like a rifle, but I didn't want to do the Maverick rifle mod and everything because I didn't have the parts back then. But so basically, priming handle, CPVC rebarrel on the Cycloneshock, and then the breech for the aluminum barrel, which I machined myself, is, I call it a trapdoor style breech. Yeah, it doesn't want to work today. What the heck? Or my fingers are just not working. Yeah, there we go. My fingers are, it's been a while since I used this, so bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. Come on, pop out, pop out. I'm trying to shoot you. There we go. So fully machined breech barrel all the way out, hooked to an XBZ tank in the back, hooked up to a bike pump with a pressure gauge, and right here, right there, there's your fire button for the XBZ tank. A lot of the filler for gaps, like this one on the back side of the pump, and also right on the top here where the tack rail used to be raised, I use zip ties because it's quick, it's simple. You use what you got, right? So used obviously a black vinyl dye base coat. These darts aren't gonna work, I can feel it before even loading it. There's zombie strike dart, there we go. Okay, black vinyl dye base coat, and then I came back with a just one of the duplicolor AutoZone reds. I don't even remember which one, but it just looks great. I know this light doesn't even do it justice because it's got a slight metal flake to it. I thought about putting LEDs in this because the battery tray right here is still empty. I could still remove that. But let's go ahead and give it a firing demo. I got a couple Busby suction tips, a couple China suction tip elite darts, and I think, yeah, 2 zombie strike darts, and then a zombie strike dart in the sniper part. So bolt action works very smoothly, and fire. That didn't let fully prime. So the Cycloneshock is just rebarreled, no new spring, because I did this before Orange Model Works came out with a spring for it. And then the air restrictor is still in, it's just depressed at all times. So we're going to fire this zombie strike dart at about 40 psi, and here we go. I kind of want to do that again because when I built this I never had a chronograph. Well, I have a chronograph now, so let's chamber another round for the barrel because it took me a long time. I took my time to make this breech. I know it's not the most efficient breech, but you know, whatever. Eight pumps ought to do it. Sitting at about 45, 48 psi, and firing. All right, let's try this again. Level shot and fire. 171 feet per second. That's not great. Could have sworn it would be shooting faster than that. Let's try that again. Granted, this breech is not the most efficient design, so the fact that darts are even flying out is great to me. It means a lot. So I love this thing. Now it just kind of sits on my shelf and reminds me of what I've been, where I've been, and everything. So, all right, 50 psi. Lined up and firing. 114. So, depending on the dart and depending on the PSI, it just can be a powerhouse, or you know, it happens. But this is the Cyclonesnipe. I'm proud of it. I love building it, especially how right here turned out in the paint. It's pretty sweet. The red with the black. Oh, beautiful. In the meantime, guys, I'm PeteFuzzyPete. This has been the Cyclonesnipe. If you like this video, leave a like down below. And if you like what I do on my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe for me. I appreciate it. In the meantime, peace.